Ciao Juventini of the world, welcome back on the channel. My name is Giuseppe. The day after start to be a usual video because it's an important one. I will explain you why. When you see the game, you are full of emotion. You don't really see the game as a neutral guy that is analyzing everything that's happening. You're watching with emotion with just one goal. Scoring, winning the game. That's how it goes. So what I like to do is after it, watching again the game, sleep on it, and the day after, recording what actually was my analysis of the game and doing the players rating. And I will start immediately. Enough waiting. We started the game. I didn't know what to expect because Juventus is in crescendo. Yes, it means we are growing. Absolutely, yes. We finished the last game with Lecce, or Juventus Lecce was a 4-0, but it was not a really truly 4-0 because the first half was a dramatic 0-0 without goals, and then the second half we came from the locker rooms with intensity, with wanting to play. It was a 4-0, but it came also because Lecce was playing intense for more than 1 hour. So I was not sure what to expect. We started the game versus Genoa, and I have to admit, the first 10 minutes you saw that Juventus wanted to create the game, but a lot was not perfect. Passes was not perfect. We were not targeting the right man. We didn't do the right the right thing. So it was a bit, yes, we want to, but we cannot. What do we want? And that's the big question, and it will be answered later. We wanted to follow what the trainer Maurizio Sarri wanted, and that's a big thing because Bentancur will say it after the game. He will say we wanted to do what the coach wanted from us, and that's a really important one. So after the first 10 minutes of confusion, you really saw a Juventus growing, being perfect, doing targets on their player with their passes. It was beautiful to see. And my big question was, and I'm normally an optimistic guy and a positive guy, but how long will it last? How long will we play that beautiful football? Will it be 10 minutes? Will it be 15 minutes? Will it be just one half, as we sometimes do, a really dramatic one and then a really good one? I didn't know, but we continued to play. And even if Genoa was really playing in defense with 2 times shutters of four mans, where they were blocking all the attacks of Juventus. What did we see? Even if the creativity of team play was not really available, we saw that actually we tried shots from outside the box. And this not always happen at Juventus. If you see all the previous game, you see that if we are not able to enter the box to create an action, we go back in the we go in the back. We go in the defensive side to restart constructing and to find that hole that will permit us to enter the box. This time, no, and that's a big change because we saw Bernardeschi shooting on goal. We saw Ronaldo. We saw a lot of players trying from far away. I believe also the goals of Dybala recently from outside the box gave some confidence to the players. So I will do the ratings also just after the analyze of the game, but I wanted to say, going quickly through because you saw the game, that it was fun. I loved and I had a lot of fun after that first half. Even if we finished with a 0-0, I had so much fun. And that's why I love football. I don't remember the last time that we were able to play that well. Maybe versus Lecce, and it was not at that level, but versus Lecce, you can say, okay, they were playing with 10, they were tired, and no. This time we were playing 11 versus 11 with a defensive team. So that's a really good news. After the first half with a 0-0 at the 50th minute, and that's always beautiful when you see your players coming back again with the same intensity. Dybala. It was magical goal from Dybala. One dribble, two dribble. He's building his own action. He shoot on goal. Perin is able to touch it, and Perin was the goat of the first half because he was blocking everything, every possible thing. Now Dybala was scoring even if Perin was able to touch it. 1-0. And then beautiful goal from Ronaldo. Beautiful is actually too small. We have to use a bigger word. But instead of CR7, I called him CR Rocket, because the guy, after Rabiot took back the ball, he gave it to Pjanic. Pjanic with a one-touch pass in the front, and that's a big difference with the pass. He was not waiting, he was playing vertical offensively. Ronaldo, he had the highway, he was running, and then boom, what a goal. What a goal of Ronaldo. Amazing. So happy for Ronaldo, also because lastly he was scoring only penalties, and we know Ronaldo is a perfectionist. He prefer to score also. He want to score whatever how, but if he can do it with such goals, he's even more motivated. And then a sub, we changed something with Bernardeschi out, Douglas Costa in at the 66th minute. A few minutes later, and that was really beautiful on that action, because we tried with Bentancur to do a cross. That cross was about to go out of the field. We were already winning 2-0, 72nd minute. Normally, a player at the 72nd minute, he let the ball go outside when you are winning 2-0. No, Dybala made the effort to run, to take the ball. He passed it to Douglas Costa, dribble, another dribble, and then joystick, a Fortnite action, because I say Fortnite because the Douglas Costa is always playing Fortnite. So it was, a just joystick goal in that corner of the goal. Amazing. Then after that, we started at the 74th minute, I believe, with some changes. We had Higuain in, and we had Ramsey in, and then 83rd minute we had even Matuidi and Olivier, a young guy who came in. The game was stopped. Unfortunately, we were able to take a goal against us, so our 0 conceded goals after lockdown stops. It's not bad, I have to say. So at least we don't have that thing in our mandate. Okay, we don't have to concede a goal because it's the record. No, we just don't have to concede a goal because it is what it is. So players ratings, guys. We start with Chesney really quickly. I gave a 6 for Chesney. He had just one thing to do at the end of the game. It was taking a long shot. He put it outside, and then he had the goal. Sorry, the goal, it's not really his fault because it was, shot perfectly. So 6 for Chesney. Then we have, actually, for me, the guy Danilo, who played worst of the game. Okay, we can find him an excuse for him. It's not his position on the left. He has to play on the right. But if you see a difference with another man we will talk about later, Cuadrado, then you will really see that there is a big difference between both of them. So I forgot to write the rating of Bonucci. That's what I'm doing right now. But we are expecting more for Danilo. Then Bonucci with a 6. Why? Because for me, he played at the level of a 7 this game. But that last action of Genoa, where he was sliding on the ground instead of jumping and take the ball, that's something that if it's a 1-1 or a 1-0, it's really dangerous. At the end, we were winning 3-0. It's fine, no consequences, but that goal is really his responsibility, unfortunately. But for the rest, I think he played quite well. De Ligt, the man of the defense, with a 7, he played again as a wall, with sliding tackles, giving offensive help. It's dangerous when there is a corner that we are not able to take, but he's there in the box, and he can create some penalty chances because of his presence in that box. People are trying to keep him, and it's not always easy. So De Ligt, 7. Cuadrado, the guy, until he had some brief, because he's playing game after game after game, a 7 for me. He had not a lot of pressure for Genoa, for sure. They were not the most dangerous team, but what he was doing was really great, because even the preciseness, so he was trying to be precise even with his crosses, and that's not always something that we see from Juventus on the left or on the right, whoever is playing there. We don't always see someone precise, so he was doing it, and he played really well. 6.5 for Rabiot. I have to say, the guy is growing game after game after game. Sarri is seeing it, and that's why he's giving him a lot of confidence. I saw some grinta, where in the past instead of grinta, what means actually, the willingness, the being fear in Italian, wanted to go that power. Instead of grinta in the past, I was seeing granita. That was not exactly the same. Granita is an ice cream, that sloppy ice cream in Italy. So that was a bit the difference with Grinta this time, Granita in the past. 6.5 for Rabiot. Then we have Pjanic. Pjanic, mentally free after signing for Barcelona. The guy, he changed. It was another Miralem Pjanic, playing with his head up, watching the next thing to do, not playing in the back, not playing horizontally, but doing the right thing. I even saw some attempts of long passes. Standing ovation for Pjanic. Well done. I'm sorry you waited so long to go back to this level. Bentancur, what a beast. Pressure beast. He's doing pressure. He's running everywhere. He's playing as a mezzala. He's playing as a regista. He's 23 years old. What a game from Bentancur. No yellow card for him. That's also something we have to say, because Bentancur is used to take every time a yellow card. So well done, Rodrigo. Ronaldo 7 in crescendo. Actually, to be honest, I would have give him a 6.5, but he tried some attempts from far away. The first times, Perin was doing the goat with blocking everything, but then that goal after that pass from Pjanic, where Ronaldo running on that highway, preparing his shot, and Genoa was not giving any resistance, but that goal is a bomb. 7 for Ronaldo. What a goal. And also for his confidence, you saw him with a smile. Amazing. Sarri put him out at the 75th minute, 74th minute. He did right. He needs to rest. Let's see how he will react, because we know that Ronaldo wants to score, playing 90 minutes in a row. Let's see, but 7 for me. Dybala, 7.5, even if in the first half he was obliged to go more in the midfield to take the ball, because Genoa was doing a actually, they were playing in defense so much, so the spaces were not there. I have to say, in the second half, he was growing that much. Again, a decisive goal. Dybala now, he's used now to go and score the first goal of the game. We know that that's the most difficult goal to score. So well done for Dybala. Bernardeschi is 6. It's not bad. It's not wow. I love the fact that Bernardeschi from now on, he's putting some pressure on the defense of the opponent teams, what makes it easier for Douglas Costa to come from the bench, because the defenders are already tired after the great work of Bernardeschi. So well done for him. A 6, not spectacular. The only one in the front who was not able to score. And then we have joystick Fortnite Douglas Costa. The guy entered at the 66th minute for Bernardeschi, and a few minutes later, he was able to score the 3-0. What a goal. And I explained already the action with Dybala running, doing that effort, passing to him. The guy was not even running, but he knew where to put the ball. Bravo, Douglas Costa, 7. I love it. And then the last guy I wanted to finish with, because we will not do Matuidi, Higuain. They didn't play enough and the game was already over at the 74th minute. But Ramsey, 5. Why? I know he come again from an injury. He was not totally fit, but it's his third game where he played a part of the game, not even entire of the game. And the guy seemed that he didn't wake up yet. His brain is still in lockdown. Ramsey, wake up. And also what you did, 2 times really dangerous actions where you was passing the ball in the back or to a Genoa player. Guy, pay attention, because if those 2 actions were in, we would have do a 3-3. Pay attention to that. So guys, that was it. Actually, that was it for the analysis of the game, for the ratings of the player. I hope you like the format. Thanks you for subscribing. You are doing great and the channel is growing thanks to you. So guys, subscribe to the channel, like the channel, put some comments. Are you agree with the ratings I gave to the player? If not, put it, and then we will start the debate. Thank you. Let's see us later for the papers, the translated international and Italian sport papers, to see what they are saying about our beloved Juventus. And tonight we have the Juve show together with Martina from Juve Designer. Thank you. As always, Forza Juve!